Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. For the last few days, I was explaining to you about the scientific heritage indirectly and directly. The cause of such explanation, why I started such an explanation, is exclusively because in many Indian electronic media and print media, news is spread all over on the claim made by an individual in the Indian National Science Congress, Indian Science Congress held in Bombay. That person, even though he was not expert in the aeroplane or air-based vehicles, he ventured to present an article based on Vimanatantra of Bharadwaja. Or he might have ventured to present the aeroplane of Ramayana. I do not know. Somehow he presented about Vimanatantra. You know, Bharadwaja has written a book known as Amshubodhini. Amshubodhini. That book is still available. In the Amshubodhini book, one part is known as Yendra Sarvaswam. And Yendra Sarvaswam has got 140 chapters, of which 40th chapter is Vimanatantra. Vimanatantra book is available in the English version, printed form, and Sanskrit version also. And he might have presented the paper based on that. Forget about it. We need not bother about it. But those who are interested in understanding about the scientific and technological heritage of India, I was continuously telling everyone and to you also, first we have to divide the Indian literature into three parts. The mythological book, semi-mythological book, and a non-mythological book. Same thing is applicable for any language anywhere in the world. If you are taking English, French language or German language or Sinhala or Malayalam or Tamil or Telugu or Gujarati or Marathi or Hindi or Chinese language, there will be hundreds of mythological books. There will be dozens at least semi-mythological books. There will be non-mythological books also. The non-mythological books contains drama, novel, travelogues, poetries, explanations, biographies, autobiographies, and also scientific and technological books. In any language this is applicable. Same is applicable for the Sanskrit also. Sanskrit, we wrongly think that when Sanskrit means only Vedas. Wrong. Sanskrit is the mother of many languages. It contains hundreds and thousands of books which I have already explained. And today morning I explained that when we have got semi-mythological book, semi-mythological, really not mythological at all. But I told Rigveda's Upaveda is Arthashastra. Since that Upaveda bridge is there, I said it is semi-mythological. Truly it is an independent book. 18 books are there, of which the most important book is Kaudilya's Arthashastra, which is a huge book, big book. And also Yuddha Dandram is explained in Dhanurveda, written by one Dronacharya. We do not know whether it is the Dronacharya of Mahabharata. And now that book is not available. I told all type of weapons are explained in that one. Iron weapons, brass weapons, bronze weapons, and swords, swords, sharp, different type of pointers and so on. Their metallurgical explanations are there. How to make those type of war battle equipments are mentioned. Even how to make chariots using iron wheel. These are all mentioned. But remember, for the time being, since it is the Upaveda of Yajurveda, we consider them as a semi-mythological book. Do not take it for the sake of argument on Indian scientific and technological heritage. The next thing, I already explained about the the Gandharva Veda, where all ragas are mentioned. Remember that it is the science of sound. Ragas means the science of sound, physics of sound. But forget about it, don't take it. But you see, 3 branches of many dozens and dozens of musical instruments are there. All Nadaswaram, that air instruments, membrane instruments, string instruments. India Book House has published all these instruments, primitive and well-developed equipment, which are very commonly distributed throughout India. The instruments commonly present in Assam, instrument present in Bengal, the 3 types of, and that is air instrument, membrane instrument and string instrument in Punjab, Rajasthan, Kashmir, different parts of India, and maximum number one can see in Tamil Nadu. So all these instruments are even being used nowadays also, and their well-developed models are also available. So these are all science and technology. But for the time being, let us label these musical science or Gandharva Veda also as semi-mythological. But remember, the equipments explained in these books are available in the musical instrument shop even today, including flute type of equipment. And now Ayurveda, I need not explain to you, the health science which has become the basis of new age therapy. World over, Ayurvedic products are used. Just think about Dhanvantarishtam, Draksharishtam, Mustarishtam, hundreds of types of aristas are there. All these aristas are produced based on fermentation technology. Utmost care is to be taken for preventing the ketone body formation when aristas are fermented. So such a sophisticated biotechnology existed during then for the last 2500 years. From then onwards, these aristas are available and asavas are available. If anywhere anything happened, that arista will become definitely poisonous due to the production of ketone bodies. So nobody in India has died after taking the arista or asava as a part of medicine, as part of kashaya or medicine, as a part of Ayurvedic treatment. That was the level of fermentation technology existed in India. And a variety of decoctions are produced. Even modern phytochemistry, modern biochemistry, plant biochemistry, modern medical system, variety of the digestive drugs are exclusively produced based on Ayurvedic technology. Nowadays so many modern medicines are available which start their production from Ayurveda. But Ayurveda happened to be an Upaveda of Atharva Veda. So it cannot even be called as semi-mythological. There is no mythology in that one at all. Independent books. And in Sushruta Samhita, I repeatedly wanted to tell the first plastic surgeons conference held in 1932 in Paris, capital of France. The first plastic surgeons conference was inaugurated after the invocation of the chapter written in Sushruta Samhita on plastic surgery. So one cannot blindly say plastic surgery did not exist in India. But putting elephant's head on human neck, those are all mythological and need not be taken at all. Whomsoever said that one, whosoever heard that one. Similarly, putting the horse head or goat's, sheep's head on human neck is impossible. We need not follow that one at all. But that does not mean that we have to eliminate all type of this knowledge explained in other books also. If somebody is blind in Kerala, don't label that all Keralites are blind. If something wrong is written in one of the novels, don't say that one everything written in every novel is wrong. And generally what is happening, people want to divert the issue and go to some other thing. And the original root of the cause and explanation get forgotten. That is the bad thing. You know, the love of kiss or kiss of love, something happened for the last 6 months. Now luckily it got disappeared. Many publications, many print media and the newspapers supported that, even sponsored the kiss of love. Where it started, you know, as non-Keralite you should know that in Calicut, Kozhikode district of Kerala, a group of Muslims used to conduct a hotel, and that too, that hotel has got an extension of government land. In that government land they just covered with a tarpaulin, and many Hindu girls and Muslim boys used to come there and used to take a liquor. Some of the people just complained about it to the police station. Police did not take any action. And these people went to the hotel owner and said, such type of public nuisance is taking place in government land covered with the tarpaulin by you, and misutilization of government land, and also all type of pornographic activities are taking place inside the cover. Hindu girls are affected more than the Muslim girls, against which protest took place. Finally they destroyed it. Whether it is right or not, I am not commenting anything. Those people should not have taken law and order in their hands, but police did not do anything. The Hindu girls are affected by that. That got converted and it's relabeled in the new bottle as individual freedom got curtailed by Sadachara police. Sadachara police. And people started fighting, I mean the intellectual, the leftist and some media started fighting against the activities done by the people who got affected by this kissing. Their sisters, their daughters are affected here. And they did Samadana Vedam. Finally they took Dandam. Whether right or not, you decide. But what happened, the real issue got covered completely and it got relabeled as individual freedom got curtailed by RSS, Ramasena, Bajranga Dal, VHP and so on. Then people started kissing in the public. Bedroom activities got into the main road. Many people do not know why it came to the main road, national highway, because the core issue got wiped out. Exactly like that, when we say about Indian scientific heritage, intentionally a group of people, so-called intellectuals, so-called some scientists and some progressives and also radicals and atheists wanted to get it labeled as mythological book, as mythological information. Then naturally what will happen? Even if you tell the real non-mythological scientific books, the mind is predisposed, the mind is biased, and the mind is completely lenient with the preoccupied idea that every Sanskrit line means Veda. Every information available in the Sanskrit book means mythological book. So if I say that one, if I am reading English book, if somebody is labeling that whatever is available in English literature, they are written by Shakespeare, or somebody else is telling that all the English based books are written by Charles Dickens, or all the English books are written by George Bernard Shaw. What will be the meaning of that? All poems are written by William Wordsworth. How can you justify that? Hundreds of poets are there, hundreds of fiction writers are there, hundreds of people who has written their autobiography or biography of others. Under such a situation, if somebody is labeling that English language means X or Y, that criminal mistake is extrapolated to Sanskrit also. We have got non-mythological book where absolutely mythology is not there. We can see Indian National Science Academy has published it, Lucknow University has published it. Similarly, Many, Patiala University has published it, Vishweshwarananda Vishwavidyalaya has published it, Kerala University has published it, Mysore University has published it. Many books got published by Adayar Library, scientific books. Motilal Banarsi Das have published it. Chaukamba Publications have brought many of the scientific books. And variety of universities, publishers, they have brought out all the scientific and technological books, which can be exclusively labeled as, just like any modern language books, pure mathematics books in Sanskrit. Leelavati, Siddhanta Shiromani, Padeshwara Siddhanta, Aryabhatiya, Aryabhata Siddhanta, Brahmasputa Siddhanta, Varahamihiratacharya's Pancha Siddhantika, and Manjulacharya's books, and Lallacharya's Shishya Divaktitandra, Sankaranarayanas book, and Pudumana Somayaji's Karanabhaddhati. There are hundreds of books. I am not telling merely by the name. These books are available, not got burned by Aurangzeb. They are still available in English or Hindi translation. Instead of looking into original mathematics and astronomy, we go to the Vedas and say that these are all part of Veda. Who said these are all part of Vedas? So, my ignorance, I am ignorant and I do not want to declare that I am ignorant. So, I am ignorant that I am ignorant. I know that I am ignorant. But that ignorance is proclaimed and extrapolated towards Indian scientific heritage, and people say it is not available. I used to tell, Vargayar Yujamba, Vigunair Niregair, Vargi Kutair Yujjida, Varjida Yukma Vargaiji, Yasam Jashadakinam, Vibajet Malam Som, Yasetrinigine, Paridistadasya. Vargayar Yujamba, take even number, take its square. Dvigunair Niregai, multiply with 2. Niregai, subtract 1. Vargi Kritai, take its square. Varjida Yukma Vargaihi, subtract the even number square from that. Repeat it with even number 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Divide that with divide that with 6 times the diameter of the circle. Vargair Yujamba Dvigunair Niregair Vargi Kritair Varjida Yukma Vargaihi Vyasam Chakshadiginam. Multiply the diameter with 6. Vyasam Chakshad Vibajet Palam Swam. And divide whatever I said earlier. Divide using whatever I said earlier, the 6D. Then go on adding. If the diameter is D, finally you will be getting the circumference in the correctest, wrong word, correctest level. So from the diameter you can get the circumference. This has been labeled as Grigory's theorem. But this is discovered by Pudumana Somayaji, who was born 250 years prior to James Grigory. And the Lebanese theorem is there. Vyasa Vanasangunita Pradagaptam. Vyasa, multiply the diameter. Vanasangunita, multiply the diameter with the 4. Pradagaptam, keep it in different places. 3 Adi Ayupimulaganaihi. Take 3 cube and 5 cube and 7 cube. Then 3 cube minus 3. 5 cube minus 5. Ayupimulaganaihi. Then take its cube root. Divide this 4 times the diameter. Kramashaha Swamranam Kritva Viparitidhanehu. Alternatively, add and subtract these values with the 4 times the diameter. You will be getting the circumference. This is Leibniz's theorem. So many theorems are there. About 100 theorems I have compiled in my Doctor of Literature thesis. And Paride Ehe Shadbhagajyaha Vishkambhatena Satulya. Paridhi, circumference. Shadbhagajya, cut it in 6 portions. Take the arc, jya means r sin theta. That arc of 1/6 of the circumference of a circle is equal to the radius of that particular circle. Chaturadhikam Chaturmashta Gunam Dvashashtistada Sahasrana. The value of pi is given there by Aryabhata. In astronomy also, Anilomagadir Naustaha Pashyati Ajalam Vilomagam Yaddada Ajalani Bhani Dadda Samamaschimagani Lengaya. If you are standing in a boat and if that boat moves forward, you will be seeing that the trees and the movables on either side of the river moving backward. Just like that, Achalani Bhani Dadda, the celestial bodies which are immovable in nature, they move towards west because earth rotates towards east. Achalani bhani tadda samapaschima gani lengaya. This is not mythological information. It is what is written by Aryabhata. And you can see Udayo yo lengaya. If it is sunrise in Lenga, Saha Astamayo Sabitureva Siddhapure. The same sun will be setting in the Gautimala, Madhyano Vayavakotya. In Korea, that will be the mid-noon. Romaka Vishaye Ardharatram Syat. In Rome, it will be midnight. So, you can see the four quadrant of earth explained. That is 1000 years prior to Sir Isaac Newton or Magellan or Copernicus or anybody connected with that. That is AD 499, Aryabhata has written. Chadayadi Shashi Suryam Shashinam Mahadi Bhuchaya. Shashi, that is moon, just covers the sun. Chadayadi Shashi Suryam. The sun gets covered by moon. Shashinam Mahadi Bhuchaya. The moon gets covered by the shadow of earth. Tat Samburnamidi Grahana Madhyam. If it is complete, one can see full eclipse. It is so nicely it is explained. Akrishti Shaktischa Mahidaya Yat Gastam. Whatever solid materials are there in the sky, earth attracts those material towards its center by its own force. Akrishti, attracting, Shaktischa, with the force, Mahi, earth, Yat Gastam, whatever is there in the sky. Swa Abhimugam Swashaktya Akrishyate, towards itself by its own force, it attracts. Yat Akrishyate Tarpatati, whatever is getting attracted, that will be falling down. Samay Samandat Kvapatatyayam Ge. When the celestial bodies get attracted among themselves, where shall they fall? This is a part of Siddhanta Shiromani, 6th chapter, 20th line. So gravity is mentioned here, not up to the level of Sir Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton went far ahead, but does not mean that when gravity is discovered by him. It is discovered by Bhaskaracharya through 1148 AD. The book is available with English translation. I have got that copy of book also. So, Chabachadattat Baladobi Tadvat, Chabahadat Vyadihadat Trimaurya, Labdani Yukmani Valanya Dodas, Chabada Yukmani Chavistarada, Vinyasya Jobaji Prityaje, Tachesha Ubuja Kodi Gunopaveda. This is the first theorem written during 1448 AD by Pudumana Somayaji in Karanabhattadi, 6th chapter. All 28 stanzas are different theorems. 27th and 28th stanzas I told you on are sin theta, are cos theta and tan theta. This is first discovered in India. These are available, the books are available, not got burnt off by somebody. Not created by the RSS people or BJP or Modi. It is existing here for the last many centuries. Unfortunately, I say here it is dark. Even though it is mid-noon, it is noon. I say it is dark because unfortunately I am blind, or unfortunately I forgot that I closed my eyes. So your ignorance putting on the head of the forefathers of India. So like that, metallurgical knowledge, demonstrative metallurgy is available in Delhi Iron Pillar. Forge welding technology existed. Otherwise that Vishnu Stamba Delhi Iron Pillar would not have been there. The iron pillar even now looks fresh iron, produced yesterday. That's about 7 ton weighing, cylindrical, not cylindrical, but a cylinder shape of iron pillar in tons and tons of weighing. That's a solid proof that 1000 years ago, rustless iron pillar could be produced in India. Like that, the technology is explained in Rasaratna Samuchayam by Nagarjuna, Rasarnavakalpam, Lohatandra, and Vanga Samshodhanadhyaya about zinc, and about lead they are mentioned. Dariba mines of Rajasthan carries the flux and slag utilized for production of the zinc, lead, copper and so on. So on the one side we have got solid archaeological proof. On the other side we have got the Sanskrit literature translated to Hindi and English. Even today taught for the Ayurvedic students. Nothing new in that one. So mathematical books are there in non-mythological group of literature. Astronomical books are there, metallurgical books are there, and civil engineering books are there. Manushyalaya Chandrika, Devalaya Chandrika, Mayamatam, and so on. Pure geometry books are there, in which Pythagoras theorem is written. Dirghachadurasrasya Kshanayarajyoho Parshvamani Tidyanmani cha Yat Prathak Bhode Uritastar Ubayam Karoti. This is the Pythagoras theorem, written 500 years prior to Pythagoras. Remember, Pythagoras was not a scientist. He was an olive oil producing merchant who used to travel to Kashmir and sell his oil carried in a group of camels. And he might have watched the Vedic geometry adopted in the fire altar making. From there, he might have written in his book. We do not know. Near Pythagoras appears to be 500 BC. Bauddhayana appears to be prior to 1000 BC. In Bauddhayana Shilpa Sutra, published by Indian National Science Academy, this explanation is given. Samajadurasrasya Kshanayarajyuhu Dvikarani. That is another Pythagoras theorem. So remember that this knowledge existed here. These are non-mythological books. And the non-mythological books carrying all these things, search for that. Then you will get it. If you are not searching, you will not get it. And they are written in Sanskrit. Unfortunately, the Sanskrit number system, Bhuta Sankhya, Kadavayadi number system, Aryabhata number system, and Sanskrit number system. 4 number system you should be well versed. Then only you can interpret it. Vyasat Vana Sangunita. Vana means 4. Samudra means 4. Rasa means 5. Adri means 7. Rishi means 7. Rendra means 9. Nanda means 9. And Dik means 8. Vasu means 8. Sarpand means 8. Swara means 7. Rishi means 7. Muni means 7. And Ritu means 6. Indriya means 5. Bhuta means 5. Veda means 4. Guna means 3. Murti means 3. For 3 you will be writing Murti. Yama Niyama. Yama means 2. Netra means 2. Shrotra means 2. Its synonyms are all coming for the same thing. Dhruva means 1. Earth means 1. And Shashi, Chandra, Tara, Nada, Moon. Everything has got value 1. That is Bhuta Sankhya. You should know it should be written from right to left. Then only you will be knowing about the mathematics and astronomy of India. Without its knowledge, you will not be in a position to understand it. The modern number system was not existing in ancient period. And the ancient number system is not used in the modern period. It is the mistake of the pupil. And after, when I was delivering a lecture in Kuwait, I asked the students one question. Do you know when Kali Yuga started? Nobody answered. I repeatedly asked. One boy stood up, 7th standard boy stood up and said, I know sir when Kali Yuga started. It is 1947 August 15th. He said Kali Yuga started in 1947 August 15th. I said exact year. Really Kali Yuga started if you are back calculating. If and only if you are back calculating through Kali era, you will get BC 3102 February 17th Thursday midnight 11:55. Kali Yuga started 3102 February 17th Thursday midnight 11:55, when the moon, the sun, the earth, the Mars, the Mercury, the Jupiter and the Saturn, they came into the Alpha Aries point. Meda Sankranti day, Meda Sankranti life. The yoga of Graha took place, so Yuga started. And remember, that is the starting point of Kali Yuga. But this boy said it is 1947 August 15th. I said exactly correct. Why did I say like that, you know? Up to 1947 August 14th midnight, the foreigners destroyed our heritage and our culture. After that, the responsibility of destroying our culture took place by the leftist, the atheist and the rulers of India, who ruled 55 years or 5 years or 50 days or 5 months or 3 weeks or 1 day. They took the responsibility of destroying our culture. Either by telling everything existed here, or by telling nothing existed here, or by telling something zero or Pythagoras theorem existed here. All the three comments are wrong. Everything did not exist here. Nothing, that word, that also was not the correct commentary about Indian knowledge. Something was also not the correct word to be used for Indian heritage knowledge. So try to understand the non-mythological books. Sometimes tomorrow morning also I will be giving some more information if needed. Otherwise, I am very sure that this will be enough for somebody who is interested in knowing about Indian scientific heritage. Learn the true scientific heritage and tell the truth. And for gaining the political mileage or tarnishing some political party or tarnishing for certain Hindu organization, don't spread the lie. Don't spread the lie. Tell the truth. Satyam vada dharmam chaya satyena panda vidado devayana satyameva jayade. Many people tried to kill Indian scientific heritage. It did not die because it has to survive. That is the rule of the nature. It is the rule of the nature. Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, Indian heritage will survive. Even when Mesopotamia, Babylonia, Greek, Egypt, Rome, civilization got wiped out, Indian culture and Indian civilization did not get wiped out. Did not get wiped out because it has to stay. It is meant for everyone. That you should also learn. Even for challenging, after learning you challenge. Even for denigrating, after learning you denigrate. Even for accepting, after learning you accept. But don't tell that one elephant's head fixing in human neck is plastic surgery. Wrong. That is wrong. It is mythology. It is story. Fixing horse head on human neck. That is wrong. It is not science. But plastic surgery. The line written by Sushruta in Sushruta Samhita was read in 1932 in Paris, where the first plastic surgeons international conference took place. There this line is, this paragraph, no, this chapter was read as invocation address. So try to understand an unbiased way, non-lenient way, rational, logical and scientific way. Thank you very much. Your understanding is needed for teaching others. You learn and you teach, but without exaggeration. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.